welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Giftogo. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber who recently moved from the UK to Alberta, Canada. And if this is your first time watching any of my videos or coming across my face on this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my makeup and skincare while I tell you guys some common mistakes that new immigrants make that you should know. This is my vitamin C serum. I currently use the vitamin C serum from Garnier on my face, and I don't know if I'm the only one that actually rubs lotion or whatever on my face like I'm fighting with it or something. Next is my sunscreen. I've spoken about the sunscreen extensively. It is from Cien. Cien is a brand from Lidl, and this sunscreen is the truth. It does not leave white cast on my face, especially as a black girl. So today I'm going to be doing my makeup while telling you guys 7 or 8 or 9 mistakes new immigrants make when they move to another country. As someone who has relocated twice from my home country, first from Nigeria to England, and the second relocation from England to Canada as a permanent resident, which is my final destination, I have some thoughts regarding this topic, and I'm going to be doing my makeup because I'm preparing to film a couple of videos today while I tell you guys this one. So today's topic is mistakes new immigrants make when they move to a new country. I've already used my vitamin C from Garnier and my sunscreen, so now we're going to be going in with the brows while I go over the first eye pencil sharpener. The sharpeners I have here, they are not working, so let's go with the first one. The first mistake new immigrants make when they move to a new country is comparing themselves with other people. You moved to Canada 6 months ago, 1 year ago. You're comparing yourself with someone who moved to Canada 5 years ago. Someone who has a great job, someone who has bought a house, someone who is living the person's best life, someone who is now comfortable and settled. You just moved 3 months ago and you're already comparing yourself. Oh my God, Gifts moved, but Gifts has a great job. Gift has bought a new house. I'm not able to do anything. Nothing is working for me. Blah, 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 blah. That's the thing that we always do, comparing ourselves to others. There's an adage that says comparison is the thief of joy. And I don't think we know how serious this is because we tend to compare ourselves with other people a lot, and that does not actually make any sense if we are being honest. People have come here before you. People have different experiences when it has to do with relocation. So I don't understand why we have decided to start comparing ourselves with others. I moved here in ending of June 2024, and I know that my journey is different from other people's journey. However, I am embracing my growth. I'm embracing everything that comes with it. I know that immigration is very difficult, and I am just trying to enjoy the process, understand that these things take time. I'm not out there comparing myself with my friends or family members that moved to Canada in 2018, 2019, 2020, or even 2021. This is 2024. This is when I moved, and comparing myself with other people does not make any sense. It's important to understand that everyone has different journeys. Our journeys are very different. The experience that you will have is not the experience that I will have. So if I start to compare myself with other people, I'm setting myself up for problems here and there. Because why are you comparing yourself with somebody that's been here for easy? Seeing your friends have a bit of settlement. They are settled, they have bought a new car, they're on the verge of buying a new house, and you're still yet to get a job. Day by day, when you open your email, it's unfortunately that you're seeing here and there. However, it's very important to understand that the journey is not the same thing. Comparison is really the thief of joy. And when you start comparing, you would not even have the opportunity to be grateful for what you have. And let's be very honest, I know that it's very hard. I'm saying this now, and you think I have my life all figured out and all of that, and I don't have my own problems. But I've come to understand that it's different for everybody. Everyone's journey, especially relocation journey, is not the same thing. We're all fighting different battles. Our journeys are not going to be the same. When it even has to do with the job market, there are people that will come to Canada today, get a job next week. There are people that will get a job in Canada from their home country. Some people will come from Canada and from the UK to Canada, and they will already get a job before landing. And then for some others, it's very, very difficult for them to find a job if you understand that everyone's journey is not the same thing, and you stop comparing yourself with other people, you see that you'd find more joy and more success in the process of you settling in than when you keep on comparing yourself. With all of us to understand is that our journeys are not the same thing. Relocation, no matter how you want to put it, is hard. Packing up your stuff from the country that you've called home, where you grew up in, to come to another country to start from scratch cannot be the easiest thing, no matter what anybody tries to tell you. So it's very important to embrace your journey, understand that it's not easy, and just work hard, keep on putting more applications, don't put pressure on yourself, because I'm saying it again, comparison is the thief of joy. This one is lack of preparation, and I see this one is very, very common. It's even more common than we know. This one is more common than we know, and this one annoys me the most, because we have adults that don't understand what is going on. Adults that have a problem with doing their own research. You don't do your own research. You have Google. If it's to go and Google what's going on with celebrities, fastest fingers. However, if it's to Google things that concern you, you're looking for who will spoon feed you. That thing really pisses me off. One thing new immigrants do, one mistake new immigrants make, is lack of research, lack of preparation. You will not research the city that you're going to. You will not research the place that you're going to. I always tell this to people that follow me on TikTok and even here on YouTube. The reason that I decided to move to Edmonton is because of the research that I did. I did a lot of research, extensive research. This is not where my family member is. My close family member is. No. My close family member, my sister, does not live in this province. She does not live in Alberta. She does not live in Edmonton either. So I decided to move here because of the research that I did on my own. I was very convinced that this is the province for me. And to be honest, so far it's going well, and I do not regret moving to Edmonton. However, there are a lot of immigrants that will just move to any province. They will not do their research to know what is applicable in the province that they are interested in moving to. They just move to any province without doing research. And it's not just about the job market and moving to any province that you want. It's also research about other things. Even in your relocation journey, you see people asking questions that are on the internet. Asking questions. Somebody has explained something to you. You see people asking questions about things that are already on the internet. For instance, how do I move to Canada as a permanent resident? You've explained the same thing to somebody time and time again, and they're still asking you the same question. You've explained it to them, and they're like, oh, can you show me the step-by-step? You've made a video talking about the step-by-step process on how they can do it. You've sent links on how they can do it. They're still asking you questions. We don't like to research, and it's very bad. I feel that when it has to do with relocation, we need to ensure that we are preparing adequately. We are doing extensive research. It will help you research the province that you want to go to. What province do you want to move to? Do the research on. So we are not interested in doing our research. Most times we ask questions that are on the internet. Someone will tell you how to apply for permanent residency, the documents that you actually need, what I did, how I did it. Then you're coming to DM me to send you the link for the application. And then I'm asking you, have you written the English test? No. Have you evaluated your academic credential? No. So I should send you the link for permanent residence. I don't understand it at all. The things that you were asked to do, the things that somebody that has done it before has told you to do, which is writing the English test, evaluating your certificate, you've not done it. But then here you are asking for a link. I don't understand. Oh, God. And what's even more annoying about that is most times people don't even listen. So when they watch videos, they are not listening to what people are saying, which is also the lack of research. Someone is making a video talking about how the person moved to Canada with the person's healthcare experience. The person has explained in details that the person did not need to get a job in Canada before moving to Canada with the healthcare experience. I've made videos like this. And then someone is still in my comment section asking me, what agency did I use? What recruitment agency did I use to move to Canada as a permanent resident? Where I explained already that I did not use any recruitment agent to move to Canada as a permanent resident. You don't even need a job. You just need the experience. So we're not doing our research. Even the province that we move to will be crying and all of that. Have you done your research? For me now, crying about, oh my God, why did I move to Edmonton? Edmonton is so cold. That is madness. Because if I did my research, which I did, if you do your research, you know that Edmonton is one of the coldest cities in Canada. So explain to me why I will now be crying. I know that it's really cold and all. I'll not be crying like I did not know that it was going to be this cold. Of course I knew that it was going to be this cold. Like, if you do your research, you see that it's one of the coldest, not the coldest actually. It's one of the coldest cities in Canada. So what exactly are you expecting? What is it that you're expecting? So most times, new immigrants, we don't do our research. Do your research down to even the part of the city, the province that you're going to live in, the city that you're going to live in, the part of the city that you're going to live in. Extensive research is important, and I feel that we'd have a greater chance at success when we do our research. The career path that you want to pursue, the city that you want to go to, do they have job opportunities in that career path? You want to do accounting, you want to do tech. Are you moving to a city that tech is very prominent? Question to ask yourself: city that is affordable, and then you're moving to Toronto. Where did Toronto and affordability? Who added Toronto in the affordability calendar? Is Toronto, has he ever come to tell you that it's an affordable city? Or when they're calling affordable cities in Canada, Toronto will come out. When did that one start? So that's also another thing. Research. Most immigrants, we do not do our research, and that's a big problem. Because if you do your research, you will not be entering into trouble. You will not go and be looking for an affordable city and you go and look for a house in Toronto. You are not serious with your life. Or you are in construction and all of that. You know that construction, architecture, building and all of that is very good here in Alberta, because they're always constructing and all that. You also, these things are online. Like, do your research, know where you want to live in, the country that you want to come to, research about it, so you don't start acting lost on the internet. If you guys get what up with people who do not care. We do this a lot. I don't know who we're trying to impress. Maybe we're trying to impress people in Nigeria, showing them that we are living our best lives. You know, Nigerians and Africans in general, we always have enemies. We want to prove our enemies wrong, to show them that after everything that they wished us, all the bad that they wished us, we still made it. So we start to do things to keep up with people that do not even care one bit about us. Honestly, people have things that they're doing with their life. People in Nigeria are dealing with Buhari or Tinubu now that is the president. Things are really hard. People have family issues left and right that they are dealing with. Nobody has time to be thinking about your issues. If you post about it, they will maybe empathize with you and move on from it. So I don't know why we're trying to keep up with people that do not even really care about us. What is our aim with keeping up with people that don't care about us? Want to buy a new car to show them that we've arrived because we have access to credit. Want to buy a new house to show people that we have arrived because we have access to credit. Want to live in a fancy apartment. You've not gotten a job, you've not settled yet, you just moved to a new country, but we are desperately in need to show people that do not even care about us that we have arrived. Make it make sense. Like, what is the need of trying to keep up with people that don't even care? I don't understand it at all. Honestly, I don't get it. So if somebody gets it, please make me understand this. Maybe there's something that I don't know, something that I'm not following. You can put me through so that I can get where everybody's coming from in trying to keep up with people that do not even care. Or you moved from the UK to Canada, and then you want everybody to see that you made a good decision. So you start to do things that you can barely afford, live a life that you can barely afford. So people will say, oh, you're not suffering or something, you made a good decision. Why? Like, people do not care. I know me, when I see news on the internet, when I look at it for 1 to 2 minutes, last max 5 minutes, I've moved on because I have things that I am thinking about too. So I'm not here trying to think about what is wrong with one person, what's wrong with the other person and all of that. Nobody really. The thing I would like to talk about is hanging out with the wrong set of people. I don't think we emphasize this point a lot when it has to do with being a new immigrant in a new country. If you hang out with the wrong crowd, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. People that do not believe that it's possible, especially those that have suffered and believe that everybody must suffer. If you don't suffer like them, if you don't do the hard and menial jobs like them, you're not going to make it in life. You need to surround yourself with people with a positive mindset. I mean, a balance, okay, na collabo, people that will bring you back to reality while also encouraging you to strive for more, if you know what I'm talking about. If you hang out with people that will tell you that, it's not possible to get a professional job, you must suffer first, you're setting yourself up for disappointment, you're going to be in trouble. So mind the the people that you hang out with when you move to a new country. It's extremely important to be very vigilant, be mindful of the kind of mindset that the people you are around have. If not, you're going to set yourself up for trouble, and we do not want that. Thing is underestimating the weather. It depends on where you're moving to. If you're moving from Nigeria to the UK, it's a different climate altogether. Nigeria is a tropical country. The UK is a cold country, just like Canada. Canada is even colder. When you're moving to countries like this, countries that are not like your home country, you need to understand that the possibility of you having issues with the weather is very, very high. So what do you do in that regard? You prepare adequately. I don't mean go to Ojo Eleba market or Yaba market, Yaba phase 2 to go and buy winter jackets. I mean, when you land, it's very important that you go and buy jackets. And it doesn't have to be a brand new jacket. It can be going to the thrift store. If it's in the UK, Salvation Army. If it's in Canada, you can go to places like Value Village to go and buy a thrifted jacket. And when you have the money, when you start work or something, you can buy a brand new jacket. But you need to protect yourself, protect your hands, protect your face, protect your body, protect your legs, protect everything, because you don't want to come to a new country and be suffering from health. Talking about people that will see that it's snowing outside and now start shouting, oh, do you still want to come to Canada? Do you still want to come to Canada? Please shut up. I beg. Because of cold, prepare adequately. Do not underestimate the weather in the country that you're going to, especially if you're going to a cold country and you're from a country like Nigeria or countries that do not have snow, they don't have winter, they have a mild weather. When you come to countries like the UK and Canada, you need to prepare adequately. Don't underestimate the weather. Protect yourself. Don't just dress. It's better you're overdressed when it's cold than when you're underdressed, okay? It's better to be overdressed than for you to be underdressed. It's not using the support available. When you move to a new country, lots of support available. In a country like Canada, support iyakpa, okay? Especially if you're a permanent resident, there are opportunities for you for your resume, to acquire new skills, lots of support to help newcomers settle in better in Canada. I don't know about the UK, but in the UK, if you're going to the UK and you're going to school, I know that your school has some resources. Even when you're looking for a job in the UK, your school also has some resources that would help you with your CV, your resume or your CV, to check that it's ATS optimized, to help you with your cover letter, to prepare you for the interviews. Use the support. Most immigrants do not use the support available, and you have to use it, okay? You have to use it. They're available for you to use. If you're a student, do you know how much international student school fees is? I paid £14,000 for my school fees for my master's degree program. It's even more expensive right now. So you're paying a whole lot of money to be here, to be abroad. Why are you not using the support available to you? Use it. You have a job interview, go to your school career center, let them prepare with you, let them help you prepare, let them tell you if your interview sucks, if you're zoning out with your interviews or with your answers. If you are a permanent resident in a country like Canada, there are loads of opportunities available for permanent residents, lots of support. Make sure you use them, because most immigrants do not. What I would like to talk about is the finances. Because we have access to credit does not mean that we're going from one loan app to the other, borrowing from Klarna to, I don't know any other one, from Klarna to another financing app. We're borrowing money, we're buying clothes on credit, we're buying phone on credit, we're buying everything on credit, because we have access to credit, and we've not seen this kind of access to credit in our lives. No, make a smart financial plan when you are abroad. Don't use the fact that, oh my God, there's credit, and then you start buying everything on credit. You're in a new country, especially if you've not gotten a job. Get your acts together. Don't get 5 credit cards, you max all of them out, buy what I don't know, you buy your car on credit, buy this. I'm not saying don't buy things on credit, because I mean, you have to build credit score. Very important. However, be mad about it. You want to buy, one jean from ASOS, you now use Klarna to pay for it. You're just using the Klarna up and down, like buying things on credit. It adds up quickly. These things add up quickly, and you do not want to now start messing your credit score up. You don't want to start messing your credit score up, so they add up quickly. So ensure that you're doing the right thing, okay? I'm not policing you on what you should do with your life. I'm just saying that, it's better safe than Sorry, if you know what I mean. We as new immigrants make when we move to a new country is rushing to buy a new home. Nothing is wrong with buying a new home. I intend to have a home in the near future, to buy a home in the near future. I mean, it's one of the major goals of every immigrant. It's one of the relocation dream, to be able to buy a new home, have a place that you would call home, that you'd be paying the mortgage. However, it's not when you move immediately, you now go and buy a home. Rest, get a job, okay? Save up before you can buy a home. Make a smart choice. Do your research, extensive research, before you go and buy a home. Don't just quickly rush and buy a home because you just want to post online that you bought a home and all of that, which is amazing, but take your time. There's no rush, okay? No rush at all. Nobody's rushing you. Take your time before you go and buy a new home, if you get what I am talking about. So make sure you take your time when it has to do with buying a new home. Don't just rush to buy a new home because everyone is buying a new home, especially when you're new. I'm not saying stay 10 years before you buy a new home, but it's not when you move immediately. Try to get a job, try to understand the environment that you're in, try to understand the city, the province that you're in. You know, the parts of the province. In Edmonton, we have the north of Edmonton. North is northwest, northeast of Edmonton. We have the west of Edmonton. We have the south of Edmonton. You understand where you live before you make a good decision. Don't rush and go and buy a home. The last one that I'm going to talk about today is refusing to advance in your career. Why did you now move? You're a permanent resident, you don't want to advance your career. No plans to advance your career. You're not going back to school. You're not looking for a job that will give you Canada experience. You don't want to advance in your career. You're just like, oh my God, I'm finally here. I can now rest and just chill. Why? I know there's not everybody that is ambitious or career driven, but it's just common sense to try to advance your career, right? Common sense. I like to think that it's common sense, but if it's not, can let me know. Anyway, that's basically about that for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on TikTok as Gift to Go. I'll try to post here more consistently. I'm trying to film a lot of videos today as I'm at home today, and I'll try to schedule them so they'll go up during the week. Thank you so much for watching my videos and my video. Till I come your way again next time, be good, be nice to your neighbors, and do not make these mistakes.